This is my first one. I think, I don't know how anything is going to top this.
Well, hello there, Tom Hayden Millward here for What's on Stage, and we're about to head into rehearsals to see how things are shaping up for the first ever UK and Ireland tour of the larger-than-life musical, and Juliet.
So we've been in rehearsals for about 3 weeks so far. We've got a couple more weeks left before we open on our first date in Manchester. It has been, I make no small matter of this, it has been full on.
It's been quite a fast process, hasn't it?
Oh my God, yeah.
A really fast process, but what's great now is that we're in a position that we're going to start running the show. So we're seeing what everyone's been individually working on in groups, and also hearing these songs. We've got the drummer in, and watching the choreography.
It's fantastic.
The choreography kicks.
Yeah.
I think a highlight was today. We got all the way through the show for the first time. And we're only at the end of very beginning of the third week.
Yeah.
I'm getting lost.
So we've got lots of time to run the show and get it in our heads, and for us especially, we go on quite a journey together, don't we?
We do.
We
It goes
do.
like, we love each other, and then we
Then
get
we-
annoyed, and then we absolutely hate each other, and then we love each other again.
And that just happens in rehearsals.
Yeah.
That's not even the show.
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting really comfortable with it as well, and it's in the body.
Yeah.
It has been intense. There's been a lot to learn, especially on my part, coming into this whole process, having not had the same experience as everyone else. I've massively playing catch up here. So I'm putting absolutely everything into this. But it has been so much fun.
I loved this audition process. This is the one that really stuck in my head. I had a few going at the same time because going into third year, a lot happened at the same time, but this one really stuck with me. I think because the team were just so gorgeous. Like, you could just feel the energy as soon as you walked in.
So my audition process was quite last minute, it feels. I was obviously probably the final casting, I think, and the announcement in the show, but nonetheless, I was overjoyed.
And the first audition that I had was actually in-house at Erdang. And it was a whole year dance call. Everyone was in the room, which was quite hectic, but it was so much fun. And then we did the singing audition as well, and that was, I just felt no pressure at all, a huge weight off my shoulders.
I had a few auditions. I had to do some self-taping, I had to go in and do a music audition, I had to do an audition with the director, and genuinely, I didn't think I was going to get this far. So it was a massive and very welcome surprise when it happened.
And that's the main takeaway from that audition process. It was just so much fun, and I felt like that is very reflective on the team and how the rehearsal process is going at the moment as well.
I remember going home from my final audition, getting into a taxi, and Katy Perry was playing one of the songs from the show, and I was like, come on, universe, this has got to be a sign, right? And here I am.
Which song are the audience is going to go wild for? I'd say.
I think from watching it, I think it's Teenage Dream.
Do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I went wild watching that for the first time. Are you kidding me?
So much fun to do.
I'm lucky to perform a few of them. I'm really looking forward to, and I think a lot of people will find this scene particularly funny, performing, we do a medley, a mashup of Teenage Dream and Break Free. And that is possibly my favourite scene, or one of my favourite scenes in the whole show.
I think I'm quite looking forward to doing That's the Way It Is and the song, just because it's a big old emotional number, so I'm excited to sort of feel very magical singing that, if that makes sense. There's something gorgeous about when an audience are quiet and they have to sort of listen. I think that's great. And there's so many huge, big numbers that I think it's one of those quiet ones that I'm excited to do. Yeah, and Raw's going to be just brilliant, isn't it?
But I've got to say, everybody, that's going to be funny as well.
Yeah.
What about you, Ben?
Yeah. You know what? I think it's going to have to be Backstreet's Back. Just because of the dance break in the chorus. I never thought it would be something that I would do and enjoy that much, if I'm honest. You know what I mean? It's a guilty pleasure, that song in general, and getting to perform it with the guys in a boy band setting is quite something for me.
It's very good. It's very joyful. It's gorgeous.
It's getting there.
You're very good, Cardle.
There are so many places that we are going to go on this tour. Every part of the UK and Ireland will get to experience that and Juliet magic. But there's a few places that I'm really looking forward to. Obviously Manchester, my second home, opening night, going to be really, really special.
This is my third consecutive tour now, so if I'm trying to think which venue or area I'm really looking forward to, I mean, all of the regional audiences are fabulous, but anywhere up north, I'm not gonna.
Well, we were talking, weren't we? We were talking about going on a
somewhere.
drive to the Highlands when we were in Glasgow. Because I went there years ago, and it's just the most beautiful place. It's where Skyfall was with Bond and all that stuff. So we were talking about that, weren't we?
I loved Ireland as well. I loved doing Dublin and Belfast. I think we've got Dublin dates at the moment.
Wolverhampton is another special place for me because my family are from there technically, and my grandparents live there.
But yeah, the northern audiences. Yeah. But also the southern audiences.
Include them all.
But the audiences. But the Midlands. And then there's also Wales.
I'm really looking forward to Canterbury because that was where I did my very first panto before the pandemic.
Yeah. I don't want to leave anyone out. That's not nice.
Oh dear.
What's your favourite? Who are you looking forward to?
Who am I looking for?
Where?
I think Scotland. I've never been to Scotland, right? And I really, really, really want to try a deep fried Mars bar.
Yeah.
And there's so many others. There's Hull, Sunderland, Plymouth, Norwich. You know, we go all over the place. Places I've never been before, which is going to be a great way to experience them.
You know, with the nature of it being a show, it's like you get all the day to explore. You know?
Yeah.
Well, unless something's going wrong and you're in tech again, or in rehearsal for something that you can't quite get. You know what I mean? But apart from that, your days are pretty much free.
Yeah.
The UK and Ireland tour of Anne Juliet launches at Manchester Opera House on the 8th of July 2024. As always, you can leave your thoughts about the show in the comments section down below. But please, for the love of Britney Spears, keep it kind. Oops, I did it again. Give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and ring that bell for notifications. And I'll see you next time for What's on Stage.
It was
I wouldn't be able to cope with that.
Donkey farm.
Babe, that's going to be too much.
Sorry.
Please, that's got to happen in the interview. Go on.
Right.
Oh. Morning.
It's a really odd chord. Sorry.
You'll have to have a Guinness as well in Dublin. Oh. Yeah, Guinness and black, isn't it? That's nice. With blackcurrant, that's really nice.
Blackcurrant?
Yeah, and it's good for you. Guinness is good for you. It's got healing properties and vitamins and what's it got in it? Iron, isn't it?
Is that scientific?
It's medicinal. Yeah, it's medicinal.